I, woa, benchai, wan shuj. The video material is too long, recorded for more than 8 hours, and you can't finish it, so I will introduce it in installments. This issue mainly introduces a form change of this handheld console, as well as some game tests of NDS, including some software. First of all, the first form is a 16:9 handheld console. The second form is to play on a handheld device while resisting strategies. Lift up this secondary screen. 4:3 secondary screen. Then there are NDS and 3DS modes. Dual screen mode. Good dual screen mode. Magnetic key magnetic attraction. Put it magnetically on top. Magnetic attachment to left hand. No foolproofing. Can be used at any angle. Upper screen, lower screen. There are 2 modes. Vertical screen. Play and masturbate. Anti-strategy. Or pure vertical screen. Play and masturbate. Or carry it on your back. Watch retro animation. Play some games like this. Play some NDS games. There's no problem either. It is not recommended to play the warehouse form. It will damage the machine. This shaft will break. So in the introduction of the gameplay film, we can see the upper screen uses Ether PS2 emulator, Moonshape 3 male and 5 pairs series. Then this machine used is Snapdragon G3-3 series CPU. Note that it is not Snapdragon 8-3. Not Snapdragon 8-2 either. Update series. Snapdragon 8 series is the CPU of mobile phones. Snapdragon 3G. Snapdragon 3G Update 3. Snapdragon G1, G2, G3. G1, G2, G3 also divided. Update 1, Update 2, Update 3. This series is separate for Android and Qualcomm. A game console category line opened. Like Sony streaming handheld PSP. Streaming to PSP. It uses the Snapdragon 1 series. It's Snapdragon's G1 series. Sorry, I said it wrong. Not another series. Xiaolon's memory series. The processor is very powerful. You can see that I'm turning on double the resolution now. There is absolutely no problem playing Warring States Warriors. If you go down the screen, I can add some gameplay. Just a little silver. Little robot. Here you can choose some of your app programs. Here I can choose Kitten. Here you can choose some app programs for your multi-screen. I choose Kitten. Kitten words. You can choose different buttons. Piano or something. If you press, it has the sound of a piano. Turn on this sound. If the game is in the process of loading, idle and bored, you can play with this kitten. Some people say, that toy nest. After I clicked this kitten, why is there no response when I come back? You have to click on the screen first. The upper screen is the current application of the app. This is a background application. The application at the upper level of the background. So the barrage owner said, what about the toy nest? I want kitten. Move with me APXY. Is it possible? In theory, it should be possible. But the current built-in version is not good enough. For example, I first open a controller test software. In the controller test software, I click on the lower screen. You can see some test responses of my button. Then it goes back to background mode. My buttons are completely useless. Then some players are playing the game. What kind of conversation game do you think this is? Or RPG game? Leveling up monsters. Rather monotonous and boring. What to do? You can click on this pet-related app on the lower screen. You can download this pet-related app yourself. For example, you can choose the road name of Mihail. Or from other families. What is the name of the one I chose? Slender Assistant. Slender Girl Assistant. Here you can spend money to buy various skins. I can take care of this little girl. Develop under the screen. Play games on the screen. Or you can open Bilibili by downloading the screen. While playing. While doing a review of the strategy. Next, let's make it a little more difficult. Play this touch and sing. This is much more difficult than Rhythm Heaven. It requires a long press to slide up and down. Then play the song. If you don't press well, it doesn't sing at all. Because these notes are the sound of the song being sung. Spicy 1. You can see this form of fusion screen. There is basically no delay. Then long press and slide. It's totally fine, including going up and down like this. Good. Please look carefully. I won't let this Wario steal the ball. I have to dribble the ball to prevent him from grabbing it. They were robbed from top to bottom. Mamma mia. Come again. Come here. I'll just go over here and dribble. Good. Come here. I'll dribble the ball over here. Okay. Everyone. Let's test this below. P10 Princess. Good. Run quickly, run quickly. What about this game? Requires you to control the left joystick at the same time. Then click on the screen. Disconnect. Good. Pass the ball to Mario. There are also props. Grab the ball quickly. Snatched by the monster lizard. Okay, let's take a look at the highlight of this issue. This machine is better than other screen mirror machines. There is a big difference. You can see that there are Android's classic 3 prongs here. Return to menu, return to previous page. Below is also a return to the menu. Then go back to the previous step. Give this machine some love. It will have a homemade front end. The homemade front end will select filters. 16 to 93 to 22 to 34 to 3. There are also custom filters. When you click on it, there will be a picture. Cover the black edges on both sides. Then you can click X to remove the main edge. This custom filter and customize this mask. Still very useful. I won't introduce the large and small screen switches here. What are the main points introduced? This dual screen fusion and full screen fusion. So the current status you see is that the upper screen is A. The lower screen is the mirror B screen. Then put them both together. You have to choose full screen fusion. The two have been combined into one screen. What do you call combining a screen? For example, let's open a PS2 game now. We choose to enter this game. Okay, now it's Warring States Warriors. Right? Let's click on this heart again. I turned off full screen blending. I click on full screen fusion. The upper and lower screens are combined together. Next I click on Dual Screen Fusion. Can see the whole screen. The black borders on both sides have been extended. The coordinates on the left are extended. The coordinates on the right are extended. The upper and lower screens become one screen. But it was cut. Okay everyone. Then use the function of Dual Screen Fusion. We can do this in the NDS simulator. Play with some interesting designs. For example, in this display game. Let's pick any Mario. Okay everyone. Then in the NDS simulator. Let's talk about it carefully. What's going on with this dual screen fusion? First click this heart. Full screen fusion can be seen. Just fuse two screens together. It means that screen B is not a copy of screen A. But screen A and screen B are a set of drivers. Then we click on Dual Screen Fusion. Its screen is stretched. It's equivalent to having a screen on my right. It just maps the screen on the right here. So I can touch it by pressing the screen. You can also touch the upper screen. No impact at all. How to prove this? Let's return first. You can see that the NDS menu has moved to the right. Click OK. Then we click on this layout. Choose Screen Layout. You can see that I have chosen Landscape Mode here. Not only choose Landscape Mode. Look at the interface I chose. I've swallowed it all the way to the screen below. If you have a mirror screen, you must choose a single screen. Theoretically, this mirror screen from other homes is. I rendered the upper screen A. There will be two screens rendering. Then I'll fix it in the settings. I only display the upper screen as single screen mode. Then if you go down the screen, what I display is virtual screen A, virtual screen B. Then press R3 via the left stick. Render a virtual screen B. Then only the upper screen A and virtual screen B are displayed. Finally, we got upper screen A and lower screen B. That which is hidden is B on the upper screen and A on the lower screen. It's equivalent to my handheld device rendering 4 screens at the same time. Then keep both live displays. What about this case? Full screen fusion is. It just displays the upper screen A in this area. This area displays upper screen B. So if I customize the screen, I can choose to adjust the size of this screen. Select Screen here. Customize Landscape Mode. Edit Screen and Virtual Keys. It can be dragged here. Look at the right side. See, there is no one on the right side. In fact, I kept dragging from the top of the screen. Drag to the lower screen. Then follow the camera. Let's test NDS games. Then under the effect of NDS, you can choose between these two screens. Press the left joystick to switch the order of the upper and lower screens. And there is no limit. Both left and right hands can perform a touchscreen slide. You can see that the protection and color gamut of the upper screen are better. The lower screen is a hard IPS screen. The materials and frame rates of its upper and lower screens are actually quite different. The bottom is more like a retro and nostalgic, more delicate screen. Look, I moved this screen down. The picture and resolution below are obviously better. Then what is worthy of praise? This speaker of this audio. The sound field is at the top. Whether you are using landscape handheld mode or 3DS mode, This sound effect is quite good. I'll zoom in a little bit. Then NDS sampling is like this. There's a little bit of popping noise, but there's nothing I can do about it. Next we test Nylon. To endure the dragon, click and touch on the right screen. Because it is a screen, so it doesn't have the problem of delay at all. After it integrates dual screens. Its coordinate resolution. Basically no delay. That's not to say there's basically no delay. One screen has chicken feather delay. If you don't like this place, switch to the left hand. On. In the simulator, you can set the size of your screen. Doesn't have to be like me, because I like the original proportions. Next we test Mario Kart. Inside Mario Kart, in fact, there is a link. What you need is the function of the microphone. You can see the microphone in the upper right corner of the simulator. Already opened. And we are in the settings. Here. Sound settings. I've also turned on the microphone. You can see the sound. Microphone sensitivity, including enabling the device microphone, has been turned on. But I'm in the game. Where is its microphone hardware? Here. I turned off the sound. Turn on sound. I turned off the sound. Sorry. If I get beaten now, the balloon will drop. I play this microphone. Brother Joe's machine has no problem with the microphone, like Fontang's and other microphones. There are some problems. Is it an emulator problem? Then don't panic, everyone. You can use the ST and SE buttons in the lower right corner. The balloon can also be revived after pressing it. Or use the virtual buttons on the screen. This problem can also be solved. Put the microphone here and press it with your hand. But it will be less fun. Then everyone, let's become James Bond. Not Switch. Exclusive games on NDS. 007 GoldenEye for NDS. This is an FPS game. So how to aim? Use the lower screen to aim. Next screen. Your hand is the mouse. Look where I slide. We can change bullets by clicking on this gun. Then here is the power on aiming. Let's go through the plot now. This game is very interesting. If you have GoldenEye on N64, it can have several people online. The same screen is divided into 4 screens. This version of NDS, there was no need for any translation at that time. You just touch the screen and it's done. Then fuck each other online. A bit like Doom Doom. Get something here. Finished. This is a shot. Or you can use the trigger button to shoot. Either use the trigger button to shoot, or shoot with your hands. Similar games include Metroid Warriors. Metroid is the same. This is aimed at the reason why you look sluggish. For what reason? The previous NDS was. Just slide it with your fingertips. If you drag the screen, at most, the screen is scratched. But it will not cause any delay in operation. The reason why you see it now is because it is a capacitive screen. For a capacitive screen, you must have a large area of ham. The electrified body touches this screen. Your screen won't be smooth enough without the film. Then your operation will not work. Then the bottom part is a fusion of the map and the site. I can only say that it can barely be played on an emulator. Otherwise, you have to buy a capacitive pen and put it on it. Or buy a double gray ham sausage. Okay, let's test these 4 keys. These 4 keys are divided into 2 modes. First, you can take off the magnet. It becomes the standard precise 4-sphere mode. It has conductive glue on it. Then add micromotion listening sounds. Click, click, click. Then you cover it with the fake limb keys. The fake limb keys have an arc in the middle. It can do a preload. After being magnetically attached, the strength is quite good. When you rub moves, as long as your hands don't leave the center range, it's totally fine to rub it like this. Then you want the edge to be too big. There will be a seesaw effect. Did you see it? So we test Tetris. See it with Tetris. A shadow of this physical key. I have no shadow. There are also advanced techniques. Techniques like this. Rotating ladder block. Failed. I remembered a video. God. Line piece. Long strip. No more waiting for the strip. Just drop it and it's done. I still have to wait for the long bar. The strip is coming soon. Okay, brothers. Now let's test. This Capcom and Nintendo. This little master of cooperation. It's the Clover Studio on PS2. It's a game made by the so-called Hydra Master Mikami. Then someone said, how can Nintendo and Capcom jointly do this? That is, we can unite together. In fact, Zelda's villain hat, including Maoyan Link, they all work together with Capcom. They are all manufactured by Capcom. Master Capcom still has his wits about him. Can be seen on the NDS platform. The screen is also very smooth. And why should this game be tested? It switches between upper and lower screens. You know, everyone. Look and look back. We passed this training level. Skip all the superstars. Many times. For example, like now. The great god wants to use his chemical engineering skills. Hurry up and draw a circle in the sky. What about this time? Just hold down the L and our keys on the left. If you are right-handed, just press this. Then draw a circle in the ink. The sun appears in the sky. In the process of fighting. If you want to kill the enemy, you also have to hold down the L key. A horizontal slash. Behead. NDS games are really fun. Enough to play for a lifetime. And what about this game? Although it is in the style of ink painting, use a lot of pen and ink. The gourd is gone. You can't draw with ink. There are many pen and ink anti-saw shovels. But the picture is still very exquisite. It's much better under the tightener than the actual machine. This is the time to draw pen and ink. Light is new ability. You can still dance. Although the map is full of mosaics. But flowers bloom as you walk. This effect looks very good. If it's a real machine, the pins may drop out. There are no needles falling out of the touch tensioner at all. When I was playing on a real machine, it hurts my eyes so much. Well, let's chop down this pavilion for it. I don't have the ability to learn how to cut. I forgot. The Y key is to leave behind and carry the bag of the great god of the celestial dynasty. Okay, the next thing we test is the final Huion 12 on NDS. Everyone knows about PS2's ultimate Huion 12. In fact, it is a semi-finished product that is not finished yet. Later, Nintendo also gave me the opportunity to complete it. But the game types are different. It's more like an RTS game Hongjing. First we select the hero. Then click diagonally to go to this part. Control our hero to this part. Then click. Then you can chop the pudding. You can find a lot of minions and heroes in the future. Then use your hands to select them. Then make another attack. This game was the first game I bought and played through on the NDS. It's very fun to play. Look, you touch the screen. Click the screen to drag. Just like your League of Legends and Dota, they are the same as those next to them. Or use physical keys to control the perspective. Or you can drag this screen. You can drag the angle of view on the edge of the screen. I saw another slime. Then let's click on the actor. Click on the hero to go. Then use the cross keys to control screen movement. Click on the hero. Fuck him. He gave the command automatically. Like self-walking. There was this game at that time. What a job. How do you think PSP can win? Okay. Next, let us test this NDS Resident Evil Death Note. So why test this game? Because the old Resident Evil moved like a tank. What about this Resident Evil movie? In all Resident Evil, it can be considered a very awesome flexibility. Although it is a tank-like movement. Just press and hold the front. The character just moves forward. If you want to turn around, when pressing and holding the front, just left and right. I don't care about Barry anymore. Let's use this dead finger key to turn it. Why is it said to be the most sensitive? Because there is only Resident Evil 3. You hold down and then run to turn around. This feature was only available in the later Resident Evil 1 remake and Resident Evil 0. But the NDS version of Resident Evil back then had it. Then here is a problem mapped out. When I pressed the direction key hard, then I used my hand to poke the other direction keys at this time. In fact, its preload is too long. This linear. All arrive at 0.1. It's already around 1.0 to 1.2. They have all been changed to the highbox axis. Look, I'm going to change direction now. It's still okay. It's just that you have to work very, very hard. Then remove this dead limb key first. Use normal dead limb keys. This is much better. So the dead limb key doesn't always have to be on top. Look what game you play. Play this tank-like movement of Resident Evil 1 first. You must take down this death sword. Then in this game, the trigger on the left hand is directly a knife set. You don't need to pause and switch anymore. The right hand is a holster. Very flexible, this Jill. The most important thing is that he can point his butt. I order it every time, so I won't order it for you. Click on the butt, click on the butt. Okay, the next thing to test is Contra 4 in beta. NDS or test Shadow Legend. Or test Contra 4. What about Contra 4? For this part in the middle. Air conditioning is very demanding. If you feel that it has not achieved the effect of your actual NDS machine back then, you can shorten the screen a little bit in the custom screen. Or pull the lower screen down a little bit. The final effect is that you feel better in full screen. In our testing environment, we still go to the part where there are hooks first. I've died a lot. Not sure if I can run to the hook. Anyway, we'll run until we get revoked. It's easy to say if you have shotguns.